So this is Specon's e-learning platform. As you can see, it's hosted on specononlinetraining.com, and this is a .com, so it's hosted in America. And we do that just to make sure the speed is proper. So I'm going to log onto my username and password. So it's just taking a while. As you can see, there's 5 different headings. The one is computer training, which includes most of the courses. Then we've got financial courses, which is only financial modeling. Functional skills, which we'll go into a bit later. Wellness programs, which at this stage is fathering. And we've got assessments, where we can assess the levels of Excel, Access, PowerPoint and projects. And we also have got an accounting assessment on there. So I'm just going to show you guys how the computer training works. So if you go into there, you'll see all the different headings: Excel, Access, Outlook, PowerPoint, projects, Visual Basics and Word. And we believe that we are one of the only companies in the world that's got an online Visual Basics course. So I'm just going to show you how the courses look, and all of them has got the same structure. So I just need to show you one of them. So I'm going to show you Microsoft Excel level 1. So if you go in Excel, you'll see 3 levels, so 1, 2 and 3. You'll see a quick description of what it all includes. So I'm just going to show you Excel level 1. So all the courses has got an introduction. It's got all the units. So unit 1 with the subunits. You've got the simulations for unit 1, which is more your practical type of work. And then you'll see all the units under level 1. So Excel level 1 has got 7 units. And once you're done with the units, you'll get an exam. We'll go into the exam just now. So let me just show you the structure of the courses. So if I click on Start Lesson, which will be the lesson for Excel Unit 1, it will bring up the lessons. So you won't see these headings on a normal user, because I'm an admin user, you do see a bit more. So Unit 1.1 is identifying elements. So you see an introduction, you'll see a video, and you'll see a summary. So if I click on the video, it will bring up this specific video. It's YouTube based, and we do use
Welcome
YouTube.
to the basic Excel screen. Now, although this video will be based on Excel 2013,
I'm just going to put the sound off. So you can always set this, because we're using YouTube, it always has a default quality. So we can set this to HD quality, and you can also make it widescreen. So you'll see it's a bit blurry now, but in a few seconds it will become clear. Just going to wait. So as you can see, while the video is going, it's physically explaining to you how this specific section is working. You see there's clear. So it does take sometimes it does take a while to show this quality, but it's important to watch in HD quality. And that's maybe some of the limitations of YouTube. So this will be Unit 1.1. If we click Next, you will see Unit 1.2, which is the same principle. We click Next again, see Unit 1.3, and so on and so on. So it depends on how complicated the specific unit is and how many there are. There's units that's got up to 9 subunits. I'm just going to click Next again. So this one has got 4. So that's Unit 1.4. So once you're done with all the content, which is in this case, Unit 1.1 to 1.4, a series of questions will start, which is multiple choice questions, which will test your knowledge on the specific units. So this is the first question. I'm just going to run through it, so just to show you how you would physically do this course. So this is just what is a range, and that is more than one cell. So let's click Submit. And then the next question will start. So what is the blocks in Excel? That is called cells. So once you completed the questions and you understand what you've learned through the videos, you should get the questions right, because that will test that you actually know what you've done. So what is the number? That is called rows. I'm just going to quickly run through it. So once you're done with the questions, then the example will start. So an example might be something like this, where we just give you a sentence and you must go do it, what we ask for. Or we give you a file to download. So in the more advanced modules of Excel or some of the other courses, we ask you to download something and do something. And then you just need to do the example. So if you've done the example and you want to test, do you actually understand what you've just done? Or just to make sure you've done it correctly, you can click on the example explanation, which will bring another video, which will explain to you how that specific example works. Once you're done with that, you can click on End of Lesson, and then you're done with that lesson. And you can do the next one. You can even go back to the course, view your grades. You see what did you actually score on the questions. So it will give you all of that information. So I'm an admin user, obviously I can see everybody's stuff. Let's just go back. So now I'm done with unit 1. So now you can do simulations. Now just to note, the simulations is not on all the courses yet. We've at this stage just done it on unit 1 to 3. So it's also, I'm just going to show you, for example, let's say you've done unit 3, you've done the content, which will be the top part. Now you want to do a simulation on it. So let's say I want to do a simulation on unit 3.2. So I click start a new attempt. So now this will bring up a simulation. Just give it some time, it does take a while to open. So simulations is something new to the market, where we can simulate processes. So we can effectively test, do you actually understand what you've just learned, by making sure we let you do it practically. So there you'll see, so we say select column A, so we tell you to do it. So then the next step we say select the home tab. So if I don't select it, it will tell you you're not correct. We must go click the home tab. So it physically simulates practically what you should have done. So click on find and select. So there we are. So I'm not going to do the whole thing, but so you can see that you must physically do what we've just, so it will just make sure you understand the actual principles. Okay, so I'm just going to go back. Let's just close this. Okay, so now we're back at the course. So once you're done with all the units on the course, so you've done the simulations, and just to note again, not everything has got simulations. You can actually do the exam. So let's say we're happy, we want to do the exam. You can only do the exam once, and we've done that on purpose because we don't want normally companies link this to their KPIs. So we don't want people to cheat. We want them to actually pass the exam, and we do give a certificate of achievement once they've completed the exam. So we can't give a guy a certificate of achievement if he's doing the exam 10 times. So I'm an admin user, so I can do it more than once. I'm just going to say start a new attempt because I just want to show you guys that you've got 2 hours to do this. So as you can see, it's busy counting down at the left, and this is just 20 questions. You run through, and once you're done, once you've passed it, the pass percentage is 70%. So once you've done 70% or more, we're happy that you've got a basic Excel knowledge. Then you can move on to the next course. So that's basically our courses, our computer courses, and all the structures works on exactly the same. So I just want to show you guys now how our soft skill courses work. I'm going to go into functional skills. So at this stage we've got 3 courses: customer satisfaction, personal development, and sales. So I'm going to show you the sales one. So this is also some of the product development we can do. We can create courses for you, and you can put somebody in front of the camera. So see, this is the first one. So we've got sales introduction part 1, and this is, I'm just going to show you this one. So again, it's on YouTube.
Hello, my name is Herman Skitter, and I'm in the business of helping people reach their full potential. The subject we're going to cover today is the fundamentals of selling. But before we get there, let me ask you one question. How does the world work? Well, it spins around the sun, and that gives us years. It rotates around its own axis, that gives us day and night. It's slanted slightly from side to side, and that gives...
So the soft skill courses is something that we want to develop in future a bit more. Our first vision was just to get the computer once done, and now we will work a bit more on the soft skills one. Just to note, on our e-learning platform, you always get access to everything if you've purchased the Global Access subscription. So if I click next again, you obviously go see the next course on this. So there's quite a lot of content on this. So that is basically our e-learning platform. So we'll always grow this. Our plan is to have about 50 courses in the next 2 or 3 years, and it's something we're very excited about. So that's our platform.